Hello, everyone, and welcome to another FAQ walkthrough. Today, we will be integrating two of my favorite platforms, Squarespace and Dubsado. Now, we understand that Dubsado has the embedding feature, which allow forms to be embedded into the Squarespace work site. But today, we're going to learn how to use the native intake forms in Squarespace. So to achieve this, you need at least a business account from Squarespace. You also need a Dubsado account and you need a Zapier account. Zapier is the application we are going to use to connect Squarespace with Dubsado. So let's get started. Now, I always like to connect the applications we are going to use. That's always the first step whenever I do anything. So we're going to start with Dubsado. First, log into your Dubsado account, go up to settings, and let's scroll down to integrations. Once you're there, you're going to go to your Zapier integration and click generate keys. We're going to generate a new token. Now, when you generate this new token, make sure that you copy it because once you're gone, you won't see it again. You would have to generate a new one. So let's go ahead and copy that. And we're going to go over to Zapier and I'm going to show you exactly where you're going to put that key. So once you have logged into your Zapier account, let's get here and go there. Okay, we're going to go up to my applications and I have a lot here. We're going to connect a new account and we're going to look for Dubsado. And it's going to give you a place for you to put your API key. Now go ahead and put your API key, copy and paste it. Remember, we copied it from the previous window. We're going to click the generate. And here, what I typically do because I have several Dubsado, I kind of name this. So this is my demo account, and we just named this demo test. Next, we're going to go over to our demo website. This is a demo site that I have for Squarespace. And with a lot of websites, you're going to see that you have to edit your form a little bit. So, for starters, you want the first name and the last name. I had been playing with this, so my first and last name and email was already there. I also want you to rename this form. Now, because this is a demo site, I do not have a business account, but you're going to want to rename the form, and I'm going to show you why later on in this video. When you go up to storage, again, this is a demo site, so it's not going to do it for me. But what you want to do is you want to select connect other services and you want to connect to Zapier. As you can see, it says this is a preview. You have to subscribe to a business or a commerce account. So we're just going to select OK. We're going to do apply. And again, just make sure that you have your first and last name, preferably at least the first, and the email address. That is required. Once we go back to the main page in your Squarespace account, we're going to go to settings and we're going to go down to advanced. Once at advanced, we're going to go to the developer API keys and we're going to generate a new key. Now what we're going to do is we're going to select forms. You see form submission used by Zapier. It's going to be read only. And we have to give this key a name. If we don't give this key a name, as you can see, it will not allow me to generate a key. So let's go ahead and name this. We're going to name this Dubsado form. No, we're going to name this Dubsado Business Management. And as you can see, once we give it a name, we're able to generate that key, copy that key, and once again, we are going to connect this account, our Squarespace account, with Zapier. So we're going to repeat the same step we did for Dubsado. Instead of, we're going to search for Zapier. I apologize for it blurring out everything, but you will be able to kind of see what's going on. Again, it's going to ask you for that API key. You are going to paste it there, allowing Zapier to have access to your Squarespace account. You're going to authenticate it And again, if you have more than one Squarespace account, rename it so you will make sure that you're doing your integration of your Zaps with the correct account. And I'm going to show you that also at a later time once we are creating this Zap. Now, I always kind of create Zaps from the dashboard. It's just easier to do so. Um, and when you are connecting the applications, you're just going to type in the name. So the first application we're going to type in is Squarespace because we're coming from Squarespace to Dubsado. You'll see there's no pre-built integrations. Don't worry about that. It's just saying that usually there's a little pop-up at the bottom of pre-built integrations. We're going to build our own. So we're going to do form submission because we're using that form from Squarespace. And then we're going to come over to create a project and we're going to use this Zap. Now, remember when I told you name your accounts? Well, this is why, because if you have more than one Squarespace account, they're all going to be listed and you want to make sure you're selecting the correct account. Also, as you can see, the forms are named newsletter. If you have a business account, you will be able to change the name of your form. And this is why I wanted that specific name so you can select the correct form. We're going to go on and we're going to continue and we're going to test our trigger. If you have never used this form before, it's going to pull in some data, some sample data, and that's okay. You're going to use this to be able to test your Zap. We're going to continue on and we're going to choose our next application. It's already pre-chosen for us. And we're going to create a project. That's the action. Remember, more than one account. I do have more than one Dubsado account, and we're going to continue. And let's go ahead and customize this project. Now, coming to the workflows. I just happen to believe that workflows are just different types of integration within a larger system. That's a whole nother video, but we're just going to select leads. Things like project location and the address and things like that, that's not really important and it's not required. What is required is for you to have the person who is filling out the form, they have to put in their title and they also have to put in their email address. I like to use dynamic information. So I like to pull in as much information as I possibly can from the Squarespace or whatever the previous software we're using. So for this example, for the title, I want the title to be the name of my form. Now you'll be able to change this if you so desire, but just for getting things going, we want to go ahead and just pull that in. As we see, we're also at the client email. This is also dynamic information. So we want to look for that email address. And as a rule of thumb, let's just go ahead and put in the last name and the first name if you have it, because we want to be able to properly address our clients, our future clients. So let's go ahead and put in the first name as well. It looks like we have all of the information, first name, last name, email. We have the title. We have the workflow, which is just lead that it's going to go to. And everything looks good. So from here, we are going to select the continue button. And there you can see all the information that has populated. So we're going to test and review. I'm just making sure we have everything. Yes, so all the information that has populated from Squarespace. Okay, test and review. And you can see that it says the test project has been sent to Dubsado just now. And we are going to go over to Dubsado. Now, if I select on the projects, I can see that there we go. We have John Smith. It actually came through. There's the email. I am a big advocate of using workflow. So as you can see, that workflow the leads workflow. This is where this lead has been dropped into. And if I had triggers and actions, then they would automatically go through that particular workflow. Also, you can change the newsletter form as we talked about previously. I can change this. Yes, and check mark. So just want to show you guys how to use Squarespace, their native intake form, and how to still have it integrate with Dubsado. We very much so hope you found this video helpful and look forward to bringing you many, many, many more videos. Continue to send questions because this is how we create content. We create videos from all of our social media platforms, the questions that you want to know. So happy building, and we will see you later.